Hey y'all, hey. Welcome back to another edition of Queens of the Ring Boxing Talk. My name is Nik-J. This is my boxing bestie, Boxiana Menace. And we came on in here like we said we would today. It's going to be a difficult day for us, all right? So y'all just bear with us this evening, okay? No, we probably gonna have a whole lot of folks that we typically don't have in here, and that's fine. But let me just give y'all this disclaimer before we get started. You are free to pop your shit in these comments on this good day, okay? Only on this good day, okay? Wrenches, allow these folks to pop their shit today, okay? But do so semi-respectfully, because don't just get in here getting buck wild and acting a goddamn fool. All right. I will myself blow you to smithereens. Okay. So just know that coming in, we expecting it. All right. We know how this goes. Pop your shit. It's four people in particular that I'm cool with. All you newcomers who've been silent but ready to show your ass today, watch yourself. Okay, be ye careful. All right, yeah, respectfully. Do your shit respectfully. All right, y'all come on in the room, friend. I would ask you how you doing today, but I think I pretty much know how you feel, what you're going through. I'm gonna ask you anyway. How you doing, friend?
I ain't been this hurt in a long time. Matter of fact, the last time I've been hurt like this, my granny died. That's the last time I've been hurt like this. I ain't been hurt like this since my first heartbreak.
That's what it feels like.
And that's what it feels like. I have never. I was hurting so bad last night, friend. Like I cry. You know, I'm a crybaby. Y'all are finding out that I'm a crybaby. I shed tears of y'all. Friend, how you doing? I think we doing about the same.
We are. We doing about the same. For y'all who don't know, I was actually at the massacre. I was there. I had to watch it with my own two eyeballs, live in living color. I ain't slept. It's going on 24 hours. I ain't had no sleep. Every time I close my eyes, I start seeing visions of sweat and blood and wrong shit. So I hurry up and open my eyes up. I'm telling y'all, be ye careful. You could come in here with your shit, but be ye respectful. Don't come in here sideways, ignorant and whatnot. You can gloat, but don't lose your mind. Okay. Uh, Let me just say hey, y'all, first before we get into this, because it's a lot. It's a lot to unpack. Marcus, no filter, Tony, aka Uber Gas, Pablo Escobar, TY Boxing. How you doing? Square Business. John Norrie. I knew you would be here. Nakia, make 'em freeze. Anthony, how are you doing? We haven't seen our good friend Miami Snoopy 305 in a while. He's our first super chat of the day. He says, hey, loves. Been a minute, had to pop up and send some positivity y'all way. We receive it in the name. We receive it. I don't think no less of VJ, but just a bad dude. Y'all still got one of the dopest shows on YouTube. Ain't nothing gonna change that. We really appreciate that, Miami. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Ashley 54, KF Harris, Ty French, Denise, hey y'all, hey, Castro. I don't even, I know you be in here and shit, but I just saw that you was timed out for 30 seconds. Watch yourself, Castro. I'm trying to tell you, watch yourself, all right? Be careful. I ain't gonna call everybody's name. I just ain't got the energy. Y'all want to pop your shit real good? Goddamn it, today you gonna have to super chat. OG LGB. Hey, Gil. Y'all met Gil this weekend. How you doing, Gil? He says, hey, ladies, made it back to Dallas this morning and still in disbelief of what I witnessed last night, but it's all good. It's still man down. Still hashtag Team Spence. And it is. Ain't nothing changed. And it is. Stephen L. the Mac, how are you? Respect to Arrow. But here goes some here sauce. Thank you. Thank you so much. Y'all come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on. Anthony Overston. Adrian Bronnerface looks like he bet his life savings on Spence after the fight. Hey, it's a lot of people lost a lot of money this weekend, me included. Not a lot, but I don't bet. So it was a lot for me. Okay. And this is why I don't bet. This reiterated why I don't bet. You know, this whole thing kind of made me just step back and reevaluate my life.
Okay, y'all.
Skills.
Before my friend read that next super chat, I'm just because a lot of y'all are just coming in here. We only been on for like 7 minutes. We not blocking nobody at all today, unless the comments are lewd and outrageous. Everybody get to have an opinion today. Yeah. So if you have a wrench today, please refrain from using it unless people coming in there saying you bitch, you hoe. Then handle that. But like we gonna allow people to have they opinion today. Today is our day to eat our shit. So I mean, it is what it is today. So
we're not gonna be super sensitive today.
Yeah, we not. Yes, we're positive. We gonna let people have their way today. Like it is what it is. We came in here for that. We knew what was coming. Right. So it was we was either gonna come in here and talk shit, or we was gonna come in here and have to have our honest assessment. So
have to eat shit. So today, I know some of these comments is serving up dick sandwiches. I get it. Y'all let them make it. Okay, let them make it. Jamar Sanders, he says, much love, ladies. Sorry for y'all. Loose Buzz world gets go. Man down. By the way, I respect Spence. He helped Bud make the most money he ever made, and he did. We're going to talk about all of that. Y'all come on in. What's up, TD Harden?
I'm mourning. I can't take this, friend. I can't take it.
It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. TD Harden says, two great fighters. Somebody had to lose. Yeah. It's not that he lost, it's how he lost, but we're going to talk about it. L9, he says, media guy EJ whooped, never was on Bud's level. Okay, L9, pop your shit. Pop it. Bear 97, tune-ups are important. They are. We're going to talk about it. There's a whole bunch of folks I ain't never seen in here before, but y'all come on in. TD Harden came back and he says, I love me some Texas girls. Thank you, TD Harden. We appreciate you. Y'all come on in. Bring your funk ass on in. Reels Deals 92 says, was EJ weight drained? You know, we ain't making no excuses because our guy ain't making no excuses. So no, I'm not going to say that. We're going to talk about it though. Ty French, he says, I learned that comparing boxing record analysis don't mean anything until they fight who they fight. At the present moment, Bud is that guy. Hashtag Team EJ. I have to agree. And this is why you fight. Sticks and jabs, that's salute, queens. Team Spence all day, but Bud put down a demo on our guy last night. Hashtag man down. I mean, demonstration. Uncultured J, he says, as much as I wanted Spence to win, I had a feeling Bud was going to win, just not dominate. Errol hadn't fought in over 15 months. Training is one thing, fighting is another. Bud was still active. No excuses, though. Bud, pound for pound. I agree with everything you said. Right there. All righty. I don't think I missed anybody. Friend, did I miss anybody? Think I got everybody. So we can go ahead and start to give our assessment. Hey Bella, what's up, Rolo? I knew you was bringing your funk ass in here. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? So friend, I want you to, today we ain't got no rhyme or reason. We don't have no structure to the show. We don't have any structure. We just going completely off the top of the dome. But this is what I want to know. We'll start from this point because the last time we talked, friend, you got to come back. You can't have me up here by myself. The last time we talked about the weigh-ins and all the drama that was surrounding the weigh-ins, right? So there was drama surrounding the weigh-ins, and I remember Spence tweeting saying, who was it, Maul and Caleb just brought more buzz to the fight. Let's get to the fight. Let's get to the beginning. You are very big. We are both very big on ring walks, music selection, wardrobe. We're going to start there. How'd you feel about the music selection? Because I know, well, just tell me how you felt, friend. You just go for what you know.
Are we going to talk about them or we going to talk about the whole card? Or
whatever you want to do. We can talk about the whole card. You want to talk about Giovanni and Cruz?
And Nonito, did you see Nonito?
I saw Nonito too. I felt bad. I made it to the arena on the back end of Nonito. From my understanding, he had his opponent hurt earlier and didn't get him up out of there. Ended up losing a big decision. So go ahead and give us your thoughts on that Nonito Donaire fight.
I was sad for them. You know what I'm saying? Like you can tell they work hard. Rachel put a lot into that. Rachel is the organizer. I don't want to say what I think because, we are friends and I don't want to offend nobody.
What's today?
It's Sunday.
What we do on Sunday?
We tell the truth. I don't think he want to fight no more, and I feel like she forcing him. Y'all, you couldn't hear in the corner because you was there. So check it. Boom. I was like, damn, she talking to him hard than a bitch. Like, I get it. Like, you need to, like, it was the sternness in her voice. I was very much concerned. I was like, damn, homie, like, she on his ass. I don't think he want to fight no more. And it's like, I'm going to make you do this. You can still do it. But I ain't trying to offend nobody. You can just tell. He work hard, but like it just
kind of like Anthony the real wife.
I didn't want to say that. Because when I started talking about, come back, no, you can't leave. You can't leave. Because, listen, I was very much confused. And when I started talking about Anthony the real wife, y'all started telling me I'd be out of pocket. She didn't want that man to quit. She wanted that man to continue. And I told y'all he was not going to stop until he got knocked out. Nonito didn't get knocked out. He'll be back. Because when they asked him, are you done? He was like, my wife, she organized all of this, and like, I just need to go back and talk with my team. I was like, okay, then let's go off then. Oh, okay. My Google is talking to me. It's okay. But yeah, no, it is what it is. I was very much confused at what was happening. Like, sir, are you done? Do you want to stop? I got to go back and talk with my team. No, you don't. If you don't want to fight no more, just say, hey, no, I'm done. I don't want to fight anymore. It was to go back and talk to my team, and they keep making his age a big deal. It is a big deal for a 40-year-old man to still be weighing 118 pounds. It's time for his body to expand. I'm very much confused at what the camp is doing. Like, I mean, it is what it is. What did you think, friend? Did you think?
I saw the back end of the fight. I just know he's older, and I know that it's time to hang it up. I don't know exactly what's going on and why he's still putting himself out there in harm's way at this big age. But you know, the guy who beat him, it was like he was fighting his idol or something. You know, he was really happy. He and credit to Nonito, even being 40, he still finished the fight. He made it through the fight. He didn't get knocked out, unlike my guy. So it's hard to tell people what to do and when to do it, especially when they are.
Why you say that? Why did you say that?
I mean, it's the truth, big dog. It's the fucking truth. We gotta tell it on Sunday.
Why'd you say that like that, friend?
Because he did.
I need my glasses. I'm really not. I'm telling you right now. I feel the tears welling up in my stomach. So I'm gonna put my glasses back on because I be damned if y'all see me cry on national fucking television. Y'all got fucked up.
And this is the thing. I felt like despair, but I couldn't even. My body was so confused. My mind was so confused. I was so trying to process it that tears wouldn't even come out. It was just despair. I felt complete despair the entire time. Anyway, so we have 280 online. How you doing, 280? Thank you so much for coming through. Good evening, ladies. Congratulations to Garrett Morris Jr. Terrence Bud Crawford on a dominant victory. I respect Errol Spence for going out on his shield. It's still man down. 280, I thank you. And I agree with that. I agree completely with that. But Georgia Peach, how you doing? She says Sting still Team Spence until the wheels fall off. Absolutely. Ain't nothing changed here. We just took it on the chin. Literally and figuratively. Okay. But it's still Spence all day and every day. All right. Twice on Sundays. Okay. Dark Kent 718, he says, here to share the pain. Salute, Queens. Thank you for the support. I was talking big shit. And y'all, I'm really, truly, in my normal form, I'm not a shit talker. But I was talking such big shit. I told Rolo, you're going to need to be around some more people for the support. Boy, was I wrong. Ooh. Jesus. TD Harden, he says Texas girls got heart. Y'all so sexy. Thank you, TD Harden. Thank you, TD Harden. We appreciate it. So, let me see. Todd French, he says, say what y'all Bud fans want to say. It doesn't change the fact that Bomex still weighs 8 tons. LOL. These are facts. These are facts as well. Okay. No lies told. And we're going to talk about him too. Dion Williams, he says, Errol will bounce back. These are soul-searching moments. And Errol Spence Jr. will learn from this. The rematch will be different. Texas over everybody. Texas over everybody. Okay? Tiana Scott says, y'all forgot it was Mama Crawford's birthday yesterday. And Bud wasn't losing on his mama's birthday. We're going to talk about how methodically, how brilliantly, because I have to give it up, how brilliantly, how methodically, how surgically, with surgical precision, Terrence Crawford captured this entire moment from beginning to end. Okay? And when I say from beginning to end, I'm going way back to when they first started negotiations and he left the table and fought David Amnesia. We're going to get into all of it because yes, hindsight is 2020. Okay. And even though my glasses were dark, my eyes were opened. I had epiphanies because I couldn't sleep. And I had to rerun everything over and over and over in my mind. And his whole preparation for this fight was a thing of brilliance. We're going to talk about it. Knockout King says, this gonna hurt, ladies, but Bud effortlessly gave Spence an ass whooping, a one-sided ass whooping. The man wasn't even trying. He could have sent Spence out on a stretcher. He could have. And he could have done it in round 4 or 5 if he had wanted to. That's the sick part. We're going to talk about it, though. Brandon Calhoun, he says, like Bo Mac eating like a motherfucker. I know, he says, I know Bo Mac eating like a motherfucker. I know he tearing one of them Vegas buffets down to the ground. I know he is, but we ain't gonna talk about him today. Okay, we ain't gonna talk about him today. We ain't gonna talk about him. So, friend, go ahead. Tell me about um Pitbull Cruz and Giovanni. How'd you feel about that?
I feel like Giovanni did more than what the judges made it out to be. I think he did fantastic. I don't want to say that it was a robbery or anything like that, but I think he might have edged that out. He's a great fighter, and he got a fucking chin. And I was bored last night. Let me tell y'all something. Showtime, Kate, my girl, you need some people that's gonna get you in the game because she's an awesome commentator. Fan fucking tastic. The dudes, I wasn't thrilled. I was bored, honestly. Like y'all are not exciting. Y'all didn't give me nothing. She was bored. Like she was bored in the prelims. And I felt bad for her because like she wanted to be excited and she couldn't be. I mean, I wasn't too happy with the whole card. And like I don't know what it was. I I was bored. I
Yeah,
struggled. I couldn't stay awake. They wasn't excited enough for me. You know what I'm saying? So like I started getting sleepy. Y'all know it don't take me much to get restful. And I got comfortable on my floor and got restful. So like I mean, I would like to see that maybe again. Maybe. I don't know, but I hope they don't make Tank versus Pitbull 2 because I don't want to see it now. Pitbull Cruz, he good, but he ain't great. He alright. You know what I'm saying? Like he should have knocked Giovanni out last night. If that's the case. Flat,
flat,
cold.
flat. I was there actually to see that fight from the beginning to the end, and I'm glad his performance looked like that. Giovanni didn't have any pop. He if he had any kind of small amount of like extra power, he probably could have won that fight and won it convincingly because he was catching him anytime he really wanted to. He moved better. Pitbull was swinging wide and hard like we know he can and missing everything. He has a great gas tank because after swinging and missing so many times, you would think somebody was tired, get tired or something, but he just keeps coming. He kept swinging, kept missing wide and just wrong. But I didn't even stay to listen to who won that fight because it was just like you said, put me to sleep. So I'm glad he had that kind of performance because the entire time I was thinking if he catches this man and lays him out, that's all they're going to need to try to push a Pitbull Cruz to Tank Davis fight upon us. But after that performance, I don't think they know they can't sell that anymore. They know they can't sell that fight no more. And I would be mad if they even tried to do so. So that was that fight, you know. Brandon Calhoun, how are you doing? The amount of jabs he threw hurt me. Listen, we're gonna talk about okay. Just keep strolling. Let me keep going because we got to get into the main event. Keith Tucker, how you doing? He says hello. It was a pleasure meeting you yesterday. Don't forget to wrench me up. Great show. I got you. I did it already. You should be good. Thank you so much, Keith. Y'all, let me just say before we get into this, Dodge J, thank you so much for the 10-piece chicken nugget. As 78 says, peace to the queens of beauty, the queens of boxing. I'm sorry. My vain ass talking with the queens of beauty. I need some help. He said, peace to the queens of boxing on this beautiful day. I'm glad you said the queens of boxing. We got some changes going on. We'll talk to y'all about it. 88 Sports Talk, how you doing? He says Giovanni had a chance. He was eating Cruz. He was, Giovanni. He was. And you know why? Because in those first couple of few rounds, he was swinging so hard and missing. It tired him out a little bit. And I think it took a little stink off them punches. But when he did connect, Giovanni was not hurt. He was never hurt in that fight. And I was nervous because I was thinking, Lord, all it takes is one. But he got a chin on him. He got a little chin on him because he got hit flush a few different times. So yeah. And I knew he was coming. Nothing but smiling faces, crying, laughing. Drink, how you doing? Thank you so much for your $5. Congratulations. I ain't got shit to say. There's nothing to say except congratulations. Nothing. Nothing. I have nothing. I can't even sing it. I have nothing. Do you understand me? I have nothing. So now we're down to the main event. And let me just say this also. It is amazing to me how many, and it's probably because the undercard was a little lackluster. But being in the building, it's amazing to me how many seats were still open and available before the main event got started. Like people were late, fashionably late, like extremely late to me, because I know that they hold the fight until the crowd gathers, and it took a while. It took a little minute for the crowd to gather. Now I know a lot of people were coming from Texas and Omaha, so the time change is a little different. It felt early, but really it wasn't. So maybe that's why it didn't fill up as quickly as I thought it should. But I was like, folks must have didn't buy these tickets, but then it got really full really fast. And shout out to the T-Mobile, because I had nosebleed seats, but they were still really good seats. There was not a bad seat in the house. They have a nice screen. It's not big as some screens I've seen, but it's big enough for you to catch all the stuff you need to catch. But even looking in my seat directly at the ring was not a bad seat. So shout out to them for however they configured their stadium. It was good seating all the way around. Next time there's a fight there, if all you can afford is nosebleeds like myself, but you want to be in the vicinity, go ahead and buy them. I will purchase them, and that's just my advice moving forward. But now, let's go on and crack it open and get into it. I know y'all want to hear what we got to say. I'm so glad our show comes on later in the day, because we had a little chance to process some shit. Tevin Smith came back. He says they feel like they can sell Tank against anybody south of the border. Y'all gonna get Tank Pitbull too? I hope not. Ooh, I hope not. Lord Jesus, I hope not. I hope not. But yeah. All right. Hey, Miss Knockout Boxing, how you doing? So go ahead. John Norris, shut your ass up. Good view for the end of Shark Week. Go ahead, friend.
What do I say?
Let's start at the ring walk.
Let's start with the ring walk. Funky ass fucking coin flip. Errol get to come out first. And, I have a theory. And my theory has not been wrong yet, because everybody that got fucked up music just so happened they lose their fight. There was a lot of people from Texas out there. A shitload of people. He came out to a TikTok song. These TikTok songs is killing us. These TikTok discovered artists are killing us. Us old people don't know that shit. And if you just don't happen to be on TikTok, you never would have known that fucking song. When he was in Dallas and he came out, we sung him out. We rapped him out. We yelled him out. We put him in the mood to go in there and beat a nigga's ass. And I like the song that he came out to, but I heard it too many times. You came out to it at the weigh-in. I mean, the presser. Then I heard it again at the weigh-in. Why did you? The music wasn't good. Let's start there. The music was bad. His outfit was okay. I didn't have too much to think about it. It was Errol. Bud came out, and when I saw Eminem, I was like, damn, he did it. He did it. Okay? I was mad Eminem didn't rap him out. I thought Eminem was going to sing the song. Eminem was like, I only came out here to be seen. So the first thing I noticed was this motherfucker had a big ass fishing net wrapped around his body, and I felt disrespected. But I was yelling. I was like, yeah, you know what? My guy finna come out here and demolish him for the disrespect. He got a net on his shorts. He's in the zone, and I don't mean auto zone. Okay? He get in the ring, he take that shit off, and I'm looking at him like, Bud looking real strong this evening. And I'm not here to make excuses. My guy is not making excuses. I didn't like the way Errol looked when he was in the back. When you watching the shit at home, they show you different things. Okay? Bud was up. He was on the pads. He was working out. And Canelo Spence Alvarez was in there sitting down on the couch. And I was very much fucking confused at why he was sitting down, but he just didn't look like himself. Something was off, but I'm not making no excuses for him, my guy. He got his ass beat last night, okay? A one-sided ass whooping. In the proverbial phrase, it was a one-sided ass whooping, okay? I had people here watching the fight last night, and I couldn't watch the shit with them because he came out the first round. I was like, big fish in this motherfucker, okay? That second round came, and I don't know what happened to me. I went in my room, I closed my door, and I sat down on my bed, and I literally was contemplating finishing the fight after that first knockdown. When he got knocked down then that second round, my whole body just got sick, okay? And it was a type of sick I ain't never felt before because I was like, no, my guy, help, get up fast. When he got up, he shook that shit off. I was like, okay, maybe we finna make it through. The third round came, and Budrick continued to put the pause on Errol. Like, it was like me watching In a Way beat up on Fulton on Tuesday. I can't explain the sickness in my stomach. I can't explain what I saw last night. I can't explain what I felt. I can't explain like none of that. Like I just knew like my body was ending. Like the way Bud was hitting him. It was like me watching my brother get beat up and I couldn't do nothing because I wasn't there. But somebody recorded it was like, girl, your brother got beat up. Bad. Friend, I was hurting. I did not understand what was happening. Like, Bud took everything away from him. He didn't have no power. He didn't even, and my phrase that I always say, it clicked in my brain. He didn't even pinch the bitch. That's what made me so sad the most. He didn't even pinch the bitch. And when round 8 came, friend, I knew in round 9 he wasn't going to make it through it. In the second round, he was already bleeding. Bud hit him one time and that fucking blood just exploded out of his face. And I was like, oh my God, why are you doing him like this? I could not believe, friend. Let me tell y'all something. I gotta take my glasses off so y'all can really understand. That shit fucked me up. I was not expecting the onslaught. Bud is phenomenal. I will not take anything away from him. That motherfucker is a world-class, phenomenal fighter. He made my fighter look like an average fucking Joe. Like Errol wasn't shit. Shout out to Bud for doing his thing. He did his thing. I can't even say that I was impressed. He hurt me too much for me to say I'm impressed. He did a great job. Phenomenal job. Fantastic. The boy is good. He made my guy look very average. And I was dealing with more than one thing with that fight because, you know, as the unofficial official PR person for Mel Charlo, this motherfucker beat up on my guy and then looked directly at my other guy and was talking shit from him from the ring. And it's Sunday. I gotta be honest today. I hopefully this will not affect my future work. Y'all know Mel don't do shit good on the first time. He lost to Tony Harrison. He lost to Castano. Everything has always been better in the rematch. It would tear me to pieces if Bud went up to 154 and took them fucking belts from Jamel. I would be inconsolable. You could not stop those tears. I would be boo-hooing. But I'm going to give Bud his due. Bud is great. He is phenomenal. He came in there yesterday, regardless of how bad it hurt me. He did exactly what needed to be done. He had to go in there and take Errol's shit. And he went in there and took his shit. He didn't leave no room for no excuses, no room for no doubt. But there's things that I have to address. And I'm going to put my glasses back on. Because whoever gets this, whoever gets it. Okay? I've noticed how all of a sudden that Errol lost. It's a whole lot of you motherfuckers that had too much to say that was rooting for Errol. I told y'all with Frank. And I'm going to tell y'all again tonight. Y'all change y'all draws less than y'all change y'all opinions about these fucking boxers. And I think it's really strange how people, Dan Kanibo especially, this is for you. I don't know why you thought that writing a think piece basically saying this was a career-ending fight for Errol Spence Jr. This is his first fucking loss. And if we got to be honest and we got to be frank, Bud could have really fucked Errol up last night. And he didn't. Because he wasn't going in there trying to kill that fucking man. He wanted him literally to fight another day. They're going to fight again, y'all. And I know everybody's saying ain't no need for a rematch. That's fine and that's cool. But here's what matters. Errol didn't look good last night. Bud looked phenomenal. This is not a career-ending fight for him. Now he needs to go in there and do some real life adjusting. Heal up. Next week after next, you need to have your ass back in the gym. You needed a tune-up if we just got to be frank. He was fucking ring rusty. He was slow. Bud was watching him swing on him. He threw something at Bud, and Bud, like, literally, I watched Bud do the Matrix on this nigga and counter him and almost knock his fucking head off. The insanity of that. You didn't look great, babes. Like, it just is what it is. It hurt me to say this. It hurt me more to say this than a lot of fucking people. I'm sad. A bitch cried last night. I went and sat in the fucking tub for 45 minutes because I couldn't wrap my brain around what the fuck I had just saw. But I also don't like the fact how, like, I mean, Bud fans, y'all would have thought that y'all got beat last night the way y'all acting. People are actually coming to y'all by taking their words. Like we talk that shit to y'all. But the way y'all acting, you would think that y'all guy got beat last night. Y'all still got more to prove. Like Bud didn't go in there and show who he was. Like y'all ain't got nothing else to prove. Errol said he want the rematch. The rematch is coming. We'll see y'all again in December. It ain't no, it's not over. We thought it was over. It ain't gonna be as disrespectful this time. We gonna sit back. We gonna chill. We gonna watch how this go. But like, act like y'all won. Don't act like y'all guy got like, you know what I'm saying? Don't do that. He getting his credit. But it's phenomenal, you guys. I'm gonna say it again because y'all act like y'all can't hear. But it's phenomenal. But we literally watched number 1 and number 2 fight last night. Both undefeated fighters. We knew somebody's L had to go. Bud just so happened to be the better guy. Errol got 1 L, and now he trash. He can't fight no more. He can't do this. He can't do that. I think that's strange for a person with 1 fight that took punishment, but he didn't get his head knocked off. We watch people take way worse punishment than that and come back and fight. No, Adorno ain't no top awesome contender, but Lubin beat the shit out of Adorno after Sebastian Fundora damn near knotted his shit into non-existence. So I don't know what we own. Like, y'all, we are like, listen, I'm gonna be frank with y'all. I know why these boxers don't want to lose they O because of how this shit is going. Like Errol lost last night and y'all writing them off. He ain't good. He ain't this. He ain't that. He didn't become unified fighting no motherfucking bums. And for y'all to say that, y'all out of pocket. And Sean fucking Porter, let me tell you something with that musty white fucking t-shirt that you can't seem to get rid of. The next time you want to tell somebody to be humble, you should have been humble when your daddy threw in the towel when Bud was beating your ass because you was out there contesting that shit and you wasn't being very humble. Since the fight is over and it's Sunday, then we got to be honest. You were beating Bud. Then Bud started whooping your fucking ass. Now, we're not going to say you wasn't completely in the fight. I think you still had a little bit in you. But your daddy saved you from getting what Errol fucking got. And you got the nerve to be motherfucking talking about humble. Please, remain, go suck your thumb. Because I know you still go to sleep like that at night. But the fact of the matter remains the same. But Rolo, you finna get blocked. Like seriously, I really tried to let you make it all day. I literally just said Bud is phenomenal. Bud is great. Like nobody has made excuses for Errol losing. People said he did not look right. We know our fighter. He did not look how he normally looked to us. To y'all, he looked how he normally looked. Y'all be weird, and like that's the shit that I be saying when I be talking about y'all Bud fans. Like y'all be doing too much. Take your fucking win with some goddamn grace. You slutting yourself out for some conversation at this point. You want everybody to see what you saying, but we're not making no excuses. Bud was the better fucking man. What more did we not kissing y'all ass? It ain't going no further than Bud was the better man. Now, y'all want somebody to kiss y'all ass? Y'all gonna have to go to another channel. But what we will tell y'all is Bud did phenomenal. Yeah, Justin, I am mad. You want to know why I'm mad? Because my guy got beat. I got every right to be fucking mad. Now, if you don't like it, there's a button that you can press and you can come back on another Friday. But you've been here for the last couple of weeks, so you here. But what I'm telling y'all is, yeah, I am. I'm very motherfucking emotional. For the last 5 years, I've been talking that shit. My guy gonna step. Bud beat my guy. I'm destroyed. I'm distraught. When I'm not getting up here telling you I cried. I literally was crying. Crying. Y'all, and you know, Bud fans, all of a sudden, y'all talk more shit to us than we talk to y'all. No, motherfuckers. We was talking that shit equal to each other, y'all. We didn't talk no more shit to y'all than y'all talk to us. It was equal. Now we did too much. Now we did more. Like, it's cool. Y'all guy beat our guy. Congratulations to you guys. Congratulations. Y'all did it. We still Team Spence over here, y'all. We still Team Spence over here.
All day, every day. Okay, let me get to these super chats. You got anything else you want to? Okay, let me get to these super chats. We appreciate y'all coming through. Knockout Kings, thank you so much. He says it's gonna hurt, ladies. But Bud effortlessly gave Spence an ass whooping. The man wasn't even trying. He could have sent Spence out on a stretcher. I have no disagreement with that. Thank you so much, Brandon Calhoun. We read that already. Brandon Calhoun says the amount of jabs he threw hurt me. No, they hurt me. We're gonna talk about it. And Keep Tucker, how you doing? He says, hello, it was a pleasure meeting you yesterday. Don't forget to reach me up. Great show. Thank you, Keith. Did I read these already? I feel like I read these already. Keith, your wrench should be working now. Dodge, oh, yeah, I did read some of these. Hold on, let me get on down. Dodge J says, salute to them two brothers, made boxing history. And by the way, Mama danced. Yeah, she danced her ass off. Happy belated birthday to Bud Smith, to Bud Crawford's mama. I think her name is Miss Denise. Happy belated birthday. Okay. Bo Desi, the late bloomer, he says, shout out to Terrence Crawford for an excellent performance. EJ's strength and conditioning is in question. I didn't want to mention it throughout the camp, high hopes, but he didn't look in shape. He didn't have the in look shape at the Ugas weigh-in that he had in the Ugas weigh-in. Did EJ overlook Bud? We're going to talk about that too, Bo Desi. I'm glad you brought that up. Nakia, make him freeze. Anthony, she says, Bud even had nets on his shoes. Like Black said, he had the last dragon glow. Still an Arrow fan, but much respect to Bud. And I got to go back. Black Fight fan, if y'all don't know, he came today. And he did a live show today. He popped up. I haven't been able to watch it. But if you guys, used to follow him or whatever, he don't come on like he used to do. But he did pop up today to address this fight. So go check that out. I haven't been on YouTube looking at nobody's stuff because I've been that sick. I've been that ill. I couldn't do it. Jason says, I don't agree with everything Boxiana say, but you monkeys not giving two black boxers their credit for putting their lives back into the boxing, for putting their lives on the line. Oh, no. Let me reread. I don't agree with everything Boxiana says, but you monkeys not giving two black fighters their credit for putting their lives on the line back into boxing. Suck a dick, putting the life back into boxing. You two, you monkeys ain't giving two black fighters their credit for putting life back into boxing. Suck a dick. I think I got it right that time, Jason. And I agree. Real deal. Times 92 says, can Bud beat Jamel? Honey, if he looked like he looked last night, yes, he can. Drink more water. What's up, Drink? Drink says, y'all look good in all that black. Put him in the dirt. Y'all are to blame for what happened. Years of slander and drinking the easy route Kool-Aid. Oh, Drink. Oh, Drink. Brandon Calhoun says Vernon Forwards versus Shane Mosley 2.0 and wasn't the outcome I was expecting. Thank you so much, Sheena, for the super sticker. We appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And May J78 says, I felt bad for Spence. Those shots he took, he may never be the same. We're going to talk about it. I heard that a lot too. Nurse Lee, thank you so much, Nurse Lee, for coming through. She says, I cried in the car, but I will always be Team Spence. I feel you on that, Nurse Lee. I'm sick. You can see it in my face. I'm sick, y'all. I I'm sick. 280 Online came back and says Blu-ray said on IG Live last night that he's just a phone call away. We gonna definitely touch on that. Okay? Definitely touch on that. Lawrence RBE says Errol is my guy. I will say this. I don't know what issues Errol has with Blu-ray, but Errol has not been the same. Salute to Bud. The fact that Errol dared to be great. The suits didn't want this, and Bud knows it. True. What's up, Mike on Sports? He just came through to cackle and giggle in my face and wave his hand to let me know that he is here and watching. We appreciate that $1.99, Mike on Sports. Thank you so high. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. And the real deal, Times 92 says people who say AJ shouldn't rematch Bud are the same people who said Wilder couldn't beat Fury a third time. Ooh, we gonna talk about it because I think I feel worse than the Wilder fans did. Spence needs to move up to 140 to 154 ASAP. That ass whooping was legendary. At least he did not quit. Ain't no quit in Texas, baby. None. Tevis came back. He says, I'm a big Errol fan. Hope he doesn't take that rematch because he's a nightmare style matchup. Faster hands, better feet. I was pleading with DJ to stop it 3 rounds early. We gonna get on that too. We definitely gonna get on that.
The Lord is really testing my patience because I said I was gonna let people say what they gonna say, but you know what's funny to me? Like, I see what type of niggas y'all are. These comments that y'all be saying, it's just it show me like for real, y'all be extra. Like I get some people was talking shit to y'all about Bud. Like y'all don't know how to do shit. Y'all don't. It's got to be like over the top. Like now you turning into a nanny boo boo ass nigga, and that's grow the fuck up. Like
you know what, friend? I'm not gonna even be mad about that because you take on the persona of the person that you fight, and as well as Terrence Crawford beat the dog shit out of Errol Spence, it still does not change the fact that he is actually a nanny boo boo nigga. Really. He did that in the negotiations. And I ain't mad at him for being that, but that's who he is at his core. So, I can't be upset about that. That's they follow the energy of their boxer. But Bodesi says it shouldn't be a rematch, just like it shouldn't have been a coin toss, but it's in the contract. Man down. They said he wouldn't be the same after the car wreck. Okay.
You know what's crazy? Y'all wanted somebody to throw in the towel. Like y'all want niggas to go out on their shield, but then y'all be begging for somebody to throw in the towel so you can say they quit. That motherfucker didn't quit. He kept getting up to go back to bullshit. Like it's given, and y'all finna start telling on y'allself, and you two finna block me tonight because y'all want to talk shit. We can talk shit back and forth to each other because I know that's what y'all really want to do. I'm giving Bud his credit, but I'm telling you, I still got some left in the tank. I don't want to do that. I don't want to say the stuff that I'm gonna say, but you pushing it.
Okay. Lagogo Nostra says Spence's camp was banking on Bud being too small. He's from DC. I don't know what they were banking on. I'm not sure exactly what they were banking on, but it doesn't feel like he prepared correctly for this specific fight. So here's my top. Here's my take on everything that happened, and we'll get into a lot more. But generally speaking, this was my overview and my takeaway away from the whole situation. I feel like I had to write some notes down because it's so much. I feel like this entire time, Spence may have been playing chess. There was no checkers here, okay? They both were playing chess, but it felt like after I woke up this morning and I processed everything that happened, it feels like Bud has been playing masterful chess from the beginning of their actual real ass negotiations. From the time that Errol Spence beat Yordenis Ugas, it feels like Terrence Crawford and his entire camp, shout out to Bomac, because he's his manager, have been methodically plotting how this was going to happen. Spence made a proclamation at the end of that Ugas fight saying, everybody knows what I want. Terrence, I'm coming for that motherfucking belt. We all heard it. And since that point, Team Crawford has been playing chess. Masterful chess, though. Like, masterful chess. So everything that was said during the build-up for this fight actually came true, but it just didn't bode well for maybe the person who was saying it. The one-sided ass whooping, that was true. It was all true. It was all true. I don't need no tune-ups. Yeah, you did. Yeah. Yeah, you did. Yeah. Yeah, you did. And the one thing that I do appreciate that I wish more Bud fans would speak on, but I know y'all having y'all moment, you know, great. We wouldn't be having this conversation if it were not for Spence keeping his word. So in all your gloating glory, keep that in mind. You wouldn't even be getting to do all of this if he were not persistent in what he wanted. The man said he had a goal. He wanted to be undisputed at 147 pounds. When he set that goal out, I'm sure he didn't realize it was going to take this long for him to get to it. You understand what I'm saying? This has been prolonged. And I can't say it's not some of his own doing, because it was. He prolonged this process by getting in that car and flipping that car. So you have to take responsibility and accountability for the reasons why he's actually still at 147. I have no problem saying any of that because it's all the truth. All of that is the truth. So if you want to rub that in the face of Spence fans, go right ahead. I have no problems with that. As far as this fight is concerned, again, Bud played masterful chess. He knew he had the one thing that Errol Spence Jr. wanted. He knew he had it. And that was his leverage. And he leveraged it like nobody's business. Okay. He had them all at the table thinking it would be the perfect time to make this fight right after Ugas. And for Errol, at that point, it would have been. But he stalled his ass out. He went to tune-up with Evanesia. And Errol, being the stubborn person that he is, who's been telling us for years that he don't take no tune-ups, made a decision to not have one. And he should have. You cannot be away from the ring that long, especially when you've had major bodily injury. He looked like he's been through everything he's been through last night. And previously, he didn't look like that. When he fought Danny Garcia, he didn't look like that. I would have expected that version that we saw of Errol Spence last night to show up when he fought Danny Garcia. And he didn't. He wowed us. We couldn't believe how great he looked. You know, in his own words, he was at, 85%. And so we were like, God damn. You know, I was expecting that this Errol Spence that we got last night was the Errol Spence that I was expecting for the Danny Garcia fight. Took a minute for that person to show up. Spence had his worst night on the biggest stage. And on the other hand, Bud had his best night on the biggest stage. And it was all strategically planned out. Kudos to Team Crawford. They did what needed to be done. I have not seen somebody show up in such a fantastic way in their biggest moment. I can't remember a time that I've seen an athlete show up in their biggest moment on their biggest stage on their BESS bullshit. I can't take nothing away from what that man did last night. Absolutely nothing. He won from the negotiation table all the way to the motherfucking boxing ring. He won, and he won big. Spence was so solely focused on being undisputed at 147 pounds that he let a lot of things happen that he should not have let happen. And I know all of this is Monday morning or Sunday morning quarterbacking, but this is all we have to do at this point. The fight was made, the fight was had, the outcome has been given, and this is what we do. So fuck y'all if y'all can't handle what I'm saying, because I'm giving the man all the credit in the world. All the credit in the world. It was a brilliantly thought out strategy. He went and fought Evanesian. He stayed sharp. And in this fight last night, it all told the tale. Bud was razor fucking sharp. He was surgical in that motherfucker with them counter punches. Surgical. I know if I was watching Grey's Anatomy, the Discovery Channel, or what, he was surgical with his counters. And what he did is he came out and he did not take a long time to process a motherfucking thing. Brian Bomack, Fat Mac, Big Daddy, Fat Back, whatever you want to call him, I must put respect on his name and his game plan. You could clearly see that they had done the work. They had studied Spence from top to bottom, side to side. They knew what they had to do in order to keep him from being successful. And I'm going to say this, and I know a lot of people are going to be upset, and I hate that I have to say it, but dare I say, in the same week of boxing, two men who I felt like had a clear advantage in the jabbing area got fucking out jabbed from the beginning. That was my whole premise of Errol Spence winning this fight, popping his very popular stiff-ass jab. But lo and behold, Bud Crawford came out with the power jab, and it changed the trajectory of this fight from the very fucking beginning. It didn't take him long to process no data, because if I'm being frank, again, like the Stephen Fulton fight, I felt like Spence came in a little apprehensive. I feel like he came in not as confident as I normally see. He did not come out popping his jab like I normally see him pop his freaking jab. It was timid. Everything about it was timid. Now, granted, I didn't get to see all the footage of people coming in and what he was looking like, but I've been hearing a lot of people say he looked sleepy coming in. Now, to me, that didn't say a lot, because he always looks sleepy and droopy-eyed. That's just his look. But from what I understand, it was something different. I haven't seen any footage. Let me just say that. So I can't speak on that. But I do know what I was expecting, he did not have. It looked like he was walking in cement. Now, he's never been the swiftest. He's never been the quickest. But he has enough to stay out of harm's way. He didn't have anything last night. It was like he was sleepwalking in there. He looked slow, like super slow, like uncharacteristically slow. But Crawford put on the most perfect performance at the biggest time under the biggest lights. And I can't do anything but salute that gentleman. Y'all, do y'all realize, even in the leading up to the fight, the press conference and all of that, even when he strategically put out, maybe I should get Eminem, what kind of music, what I'm going to get to walk out, and Eminem obliging him immediately. When the man came out with the net draped off, with the net draped on him, oh, y'all, when I say methodically thought out, the entire thing, whoever the management marketing team is, chef's kiss. He had a fucking net on his shorts, y'all, and his shoes, from what I understand. Do you know the tedious thought process of somebody to get all of that done? And then came out with a chain that said Prime across his neck. Because there had been a lot of talk that maybe he was too old. They tried to edge him out. No, no, no. He said, I'm in my prime, bitches. Okay? Afro be damned. I got my nets. I'm coming to the ring. I'm catching the big fucking fish like I told you I would. I've never seen anything like it. Rolo had been saying, hey, he gonna take that jab away and that's gonna be all she wrote. And he was absolutely correct. You motherfucker, you. You're correct. There's nothing I can say. What more can I say? You were right. But is who you said, who y'all said, who he said he was. And it was the most frustrating thing I've had to witness live in my life. I was sick. I was sick to my stomach. He had no answers. Now, I got to go back and rewatch the fight. So, because I don't know what was happening in the corner. I know a lot of people are shitting on Derrick James, saying, you know, he didn't do what he should have done. But then I saw a lot of people saying Errol wasn't listening. He pulled a motherfucking mail when he fought Castano the first time. He thought he was just going to go in there and bully him. But you can't. When I say elite, Terrence Bud Crawford he's the top of the top elite. All right. You won't ever hear me debate his skills again. Not never. You won't ever hear me question his resume again. You won't ever. Okay? Because those fights that he fought then, in my mind, weren't comparable, but it allowed him to stay sharp, work his work. The man just had his best performance on his best night, and I'm so ashamed. Because there's no denying it. I'm so ashamed. This man done been at 147 and he done knocked everybody out that he's approached the ring with at 147. I'm so ashamed because EJ had no answer. I'm ashamed because I feel like he really didn't have a game plan. I'm ashamed because it feels like he thought he was just going to really go back to bulldozing motherfuckers. And Bud said, not so much. Okay, I'm ashamed because in actuality, Bud did what I said he had to do to win the fight. If y'all can remember correctly, I know some of the Bud fans don't think anybody gives him credit, but if you go back and look at any videos, I said if Bud is going to have any success against Spence, he's going to have to hurt him early. And what he do? He went in that bitch and hurt him early. Okay, he was never the same after that strong ass jab. He went in there and out jabbed the jabber, y'all. He out jabbed the jabber.
He was
flicking his jab.
He ain't never thrown that bitch 3, 4, 5 times in a row, friend. I've watched Bud fight a many a times. They went and studied Errol down to a T and beat him with his own fucking shit. How Errol normally fights, that's how Bud looked like last night.
He looked like that plus how he normally fights.
Yeah.
You know, it was like watching it. It's not that he lost, y'all, because I knew going into this fight, I thought it was an even matchup. That's what I thought. I really thought that. The hurt and the pain that I'm feeling is because he made it look so easy. He made it look so easy. And I feel like that's because that wasn't the best version of EJ. And I know Bud fans want to feel like if somebody says that, it's taking away credit from Bud, but it's really not. Bud went in there and did what needed to be done. And from my summation, he could have done it earlier. He could have knocked him right on out of there earlier. He let him get out of a round when he had him clearly hurt. Okay. He showed a little mercy and a little grace, if I'm being honest with y'all, because it could have ended worse than it did. Kudos to the referee for stepping in when he did. I felt a little way when the doctor came over and checked Errol to make sure he was okay. I kind of felt a way about that. I felt like they did that because they were taking into consideration the car accident and shit that didn't have to do with the fight. But he was hitting him so clean, so flush, that I can't even be mad at the doctors for doing that. But that in itself had to pull on his confidence as well. Because, I mean, can you imagine being who Errol Spence is and having the ref come over here and fucking do you like they did Ugas and be like, man, you're going to have to show me something. He ain't never heard no shit like that in his fighting life. He was in there windmilling for his motherfucking life. And in the middle of the windmill, he was getting countered like a big dog. He was getting countered left and right. The counters were countering with surgical precision. The motherfucker looked untouchable yesterday. Okay, he was in there. It looked like he was looking at Errol in slow motion because that's how slow he was throwing them goddamn punches. He was looking at him throw them and was like, hey, man. And we were sitting up here talking about, what if Errol can take Crawford's best punch and eat it and keep walking? Lo and behold, it was all flip-flop. Bud said it himself. In the second round where he caught me flush, I was thinking, is that it? That's all you got? Oh, from that point on, it was a wrap. It was a wrap. Spence, listen, I love. Gonna always ride with Errol Spence Jr. Always. But we gotta have this real ass conversation. I'm not, and I said all of that in the beginning because I want y'all to really understand how much credit I give Budrick Crawford. He's still gonna be Budrick to me because I just think it's cute. I like it. He gets all the credit in the world for me. He is who the fuck he said he was. He is the illest from Omaha. He all of that. He all of that. But I just would feel better about it if I felt like the best version of my guy got beat like that. I don't feel like that was the best version of my guy. And if you Bud fans will get your gloat on and just be reasonable for a minute, you would have to admit that you've seen Spence look better than that before. He had his worst day on his biggest stage. And I cannot imagine the disappointment that he must feel. I know, he said he a grown man. He gonna take this L, and I applaud him for giving no excuse. None whatsoever. It just was not his night. It wasn't. But that arrogance of him not taking no tune up. And I think it might be coupled with, because, I go back to the things that both of them said leading up to this fight. He did mention people don't know. People always say he's inactive. He only fight once a year. I know people got mad at Stephen A., me being one, thinking when he said, I just can't imagine somebody being in a car accident like that and being the same. I was mad at that. Because I'm like, man, he fought 2 fights. He clearly the same I don't know if I don't know, God damn it. I'm a Spence fan, so I'm looking for something to help me process why my guy didn't look like the best version of himself. He ain't giving me nothing, so God damn it, I'm going to have to look for it. Fuck y'all. I done gave your guy the credit that he deserves. I'm talking about my guy now.
They don't want the fucking credit. They want you to kiss their ass too.
I'm not doing that.
I'm not kissing y'all ass. I gave Bud his credit. That's the most shit for me. I'm not kissing y'all ass. No. Not at all. No. We talk the same amount of shit to each other, but for some reason, y'all just feel so victimized by Spence fans talking so much shit because Errol lost. We talk shit to each other equally. We not making no excuses. And Bud credit is still not good enough. We not kissing no ass. Fuck whatever.
That's what I'm not gonna do. I'm not licking no fucking ass.
Nobody's making excuses, Larry. See, you came in here late. You heard what you wanted to hear, and now you've made your own assumption.
Yeah.
We didn't know about. We're not making excuses. Bud got his credit.
Yeah.
Like I don't understand what y'all doing. We not kissing no ass, y'all. What more do you want than Bud getting his credit?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all y'all wanted in the first place was Bud getting his credit if he beat Arrow. He getting it. Now y'all want some ass kissing too. Y'all, hey, I'm not kissing no ass.
Yeah. And see, I'm not finna say Errol was high and weight drained. What's up? No, it's not, Larry. I'm not saying I'm looking for a reason why he wasn't his best. I know he wasn't his best because I know my fighter. I know what his best looks like.
Critical about every fucking thing.
Yeah.
Just because we not saying shit how y'all would say shit, it don't mean we're trying to find the excuse why Errol just wasn't good last night, you guys.
Yeah. He was not good.
We can admit that.
He was not good. He was not good. He like credit to Rolo with his ass. He said specifically to me that he's gonna take away his jab. And Rolo, you know what? I can't even say he took it away. I feel like Spence came into the fight apprehensive. He wasn't as confident as he normally is. And I don't know if that's because he knew he was fine. Because contrary to what Spence fans have been saying, the good shit talking we have been doing, he has been very respectful of his opponent. He has always said, I know how good Terrence Crawford is. He has said that. He has acknowledged that. Whether or not his fans did, he has always acknowledged that. So that maybe played a part in why he came out as timid as he came. I don't know. I ain't talked to him. I don't know. I can only speculate. I don't know.
And no, Kenna, we're gonna call him Budrick forever. I like Budrick.
Yeah, I like Budrick too.
Name. Terrence is his name. We're gonna call him Budrick here.
That's what we call him. Yeah, so
he's not at Top Rank anymore.
Yeah,
we don't call him that. We gonna call him Budrick over here though.
Yeah, if you don't like that, shame on you. That's your fault. We give folks nicknames over here. Okay, no disrespect. We ain't calling him Top Rank. Nothing. We call him Budrick sometimes. So fuck you. Saying all of that, congratulations, Team Spence, because this fight, like he said at the weigh-in, they both gonna make a lot of bank, and they did. I hope the numbers are through the roof. People were anticipating this fight and have been for the longest time, and so I hope the numbers reflect that once it's all said and done. As far as this rematch is concerned, I know I see a lot of people saying, we don't need no rematch. Those were my sentiments initially. I don't want to see this again. I don't want to see this again. I definitely don't want to see it again at 147. If they have the rematch, it'll be at 54. Whether or not Bud agrees to that, I think both of them have said they're moving to 54. And at this point, belts be damned, Bud has them all. If he moves to 54, it won't be a fight for the belts. It'll just be a fight for redemption at this point. I'm with that. I'm with what my fighter wants. If my fighter wants to get that smoke again, God damn it, go back and get that smoke again. That's how he's built. That I ain't no fighter. I probably wouldn't do it. It was enough for me. But if that's what he wants, if he feels like he has more to offer, because that's what he said in the press conference, I know that wasn't the best version of me. He clearly wants it at 154. Now, if Bud is relentless and merciless, he'll say 147 again. But I think he had just as hard of a time as Spence at this point making the weight. They've both been very persistent about going to 54. So if he wants to run it back at 54, guess who's going to be back on the Team Spence? Guess who never left Team Spence? Guess who's going to always ride Team Spence? Me and Bastiano. We're going to be right here again. Now, I might not talk my same bullshit, but I'm going to be the same supportive. Fuck y'all. Okay? Fuck y'all. Throughout this whole build-up, Spence has been saying that he wanted this fight to be like Legendary Nights. It was that. It was that and more. It just didn't fall in his favor. And if you watch the channel enough, you'll hear me say enough. Sometimes you got to sit in the hot seat. Sometimes it ain't going to go your fucking way, especially in this boxing game. Sometimes it ain't going to go your way. It just is not. I never would have thunk in a million years that two of my favorites would have gotten beat basically the same way in the same week. Could have bought me for a penny. Never would have thought that. But that's what the hell happened. I'm exhausted. Do you understand me? I need a break. Okay? Tuesday, Fulton. Saturday, Spence. My heart is broken. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I ain't slept. It was hard for me to sleep Friday night just for the anticipation on Saturday night. But after I haven't slept since the fight. I haven't closed my eyes. I told y'all, I see visions. His face looked like he had been in another car accident. And I can't lie to you, Errol, Bud showed him a little mercy. Because it could have ended way worse. Because he was going to keep coming. He was going to keep getting up. Because that's who he is. He was going to keep doing. Bud could have hurt him bad. Real bad. But he didn't. So I appreciate that. Kudos to Bud Crawford. Friend, I'm going to get these super chats. And then I want to talk about, ooh, look at your face. Ooh, y'all got my friend Mary in these comments. Y'all better leave her alone. I want to talk about the lead up and the training surrounding this fight. Let me get these super chats, okay? Let's see. Straight drop. Spence needs to move up to 154 ASAP. That ass whooping was legendary. At least he didn't quit. No, he ain't no quit. Ain't no quit. Ain't no quit. Taylor Smith came back and he says, I'm a big Errol fan, but I really hope he doesn't take that rematch because he's a nightmare style matchup. Faster hands, better feet. I was pleading with DJ to stop it 3 rounds earlier. We about to talk about this. We're going to talk about trainers, training. Well, Desi, the late bloomer, he says it shouldn't be a rematch, just like it shouldn't have been a coin toss, but it's in the contract. Hashtag man down. They said he wouldn't be the same after the car crash. That's what they said. Look, Go Nostra says Spence's camp was banking on Bud being too small. Oh, I read that already. Hold on. And Freddie Boss 7, he says, LOL, let them shine. You dish it, you got to take it. Absolutely. We big girls over here. We got on our big girl panties. We can take that. Pookie Bear 97 says the car accident has affected Errol. Y'all can stay in denial. Shit. Dodge J, he says, I'm just glad all the questions were answered last night. And hopefully we can all just get back to boxing and leave the BS out going forward. Yeah, I was humbled. Because I talked a lot of shit. I cannot lie. I got caught up in the shit talk. And I'm not even typically a shit talker, but I got caught up in the shit talk. I did. Tim says we need to see the rematch. Let Errol reinvent or tweak his game in this boxing like back in the 90s golden era. I tend to agree with that because he was very adamant about saying, this is going to be a legendary nice type of boxing match. And it was. And I think we are so enamored with boxers trying to go whatever in O that we are very quick to write them off after a loss, after one loss, after a bad loss, as if they can't improve. This is where you really get to see who's serious about their craft, who can really make adjustments based on who they're fighting. You get to see what kind of person you are or your favorite fighter is when they are forced to face this type of adversity. And this type of adversity that EJ is facing, that he faced in that ring last night, is going to be very telling. And it's going to be extremely telling more so because if he goes straight into a rematch with Bud and nobody else, I'm very eager to see how he would approach it. Let me just say that. MJ78, he says, I bet $325 on Spence, and I'm saying it doesn't need a rematch. Bud cooked too good. That normally is the kind of fight that I would watch and say there's no need for a rematch. You're absolutely right. I cannot lie to you and say otherwise. He left no doubt. He beat him that badly that it's hard for me to say that something is going to be extremely different in a rematch. But if my fighter is saying he wants it, then I'm rolling with my guy. My guy wants his get back. My guy feel like he has something better in store. That's what I'm gonna roll with. Tommy Tom says Bud looked the same as he did last time he won Undisputed. When all the belts were on the table, Bud brings his A game. He definitely rises to the occasion. Definitely. Buddy Hall, thank you for the 20-piece, buddy. He says, keep up the good work. Peace from Philly. Thank you, buddy. Thank you so much. Hey, sister. Sister Courtney Bryson says, let me say it for you. He looked high.
You finna get fucking blocked too.
MJ78 came back and says, I believe Spence wasn't used to fighting a southpaw. That's why the jab didn't work. He's fought southpaws before, but it did stylistically look like he did not prepare. And Bud did it from round one. Normally he'll switch up. He ain't switch. He came straight out like that. And that motherfucking power jab is because he's not a natural southpaw. He worked tirelessly to be able to fight in a southpaw stance. So most people who fight southpaw, their power hand is their left. Bud's power hand is his jab hand. And that's what sent my boy down in the second round, that powerful, strong, stiff-ass motherfucking jab. Whoo, it was beautiful, Lord have mercy. Okay, Presidential Mike says Bob Arum took the biggest loss last night. Low-key, he did. He did. And that's why I'm saying Bud been playing chess in our face. Woo! Nurse Lead 73. She says, take my wrench, please, because I'm a sore loser. Don't block nobody, Nurse Lead. Brandon Calhoun said, this is why studying your opponent is important. Brandon, we really finna talk about that because we're going to have to go there. Tommy Tom says Derek James said they didn't study tape on Bud. I don't believe that because in the Our Access, he was looking at Bud's fight. That's when he made the comment about his mama ain't going to bring her dancing shoes. So I don't agree with that. I don't think that's true. And as a trainer, as a world-class trainer, you better be studying your opponent. So I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true at all. Billionaire Boxing TV said it was good running into you. Salute to you and Boxiana. This L was tough for Texas. Yes, it was. Box, that's who I was telling you about. That's who I was telling you about. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, no.
Yeah. And Firewall says Derek James has too many fighters. He can't focus. Fireball.
Let's get into that.
Fireball. Me and my friend talked for about an hour about that today. Friend, let's talk about it. So Derek James, it caught my attention earlier in the lead up to the fight, but it left the most sour taste in my mouth at the post-fight conference when I heard Derek James says, I got to leave in the morning and catch a flight to London. Go ahead.
Now, you know how I fucking feel about my fighters, and specifically, in your words, specifically my two fighters that you train consistently. That would be Errol Spence Jr. and that would be Jermell Charlo. Those are the only two important people in the fucking stable. You brought these fucking losers in, and now all of a sudden we're losing. Now I blame you because when AJ got here, it's good for AJ. No, the fuck it wasn't. He's a fucking loser. And you know, I love Ryan Garcia now. I'm a fan of Ryan, but let's just be fucking frank. Ryan's a fucking loser too. We're going to leave Frank out of this. Frank is fucking undefeated. I've been drinking, so watch your shit. Frank is undefeated. Okay? We're going to leave Frank out of this, okay? But AJ and Ryan Garcia, where did... Yes, Mel loses, but on that second time, he come back and he always do his fucking thing. AJ is a loser. AJ is a loser. A big loser. You and Karma, y'all love him so fucking much. He suck. He trash. He punched the man in the back of the head after fighting him for 12 rounds to try to get his attention, and he had a whole back to tap on. He suck. I don't know if Ryan Garcia suck. And Tommy Tom, you got me fucked up if you think Frank Martin is going to lose to Keyshawn Davis. I don't know. I know what y'all think. And I know how you boxing fans are. Y'all see somebody get beat or you see them close to losing and all of a sudden they trash. Y'all keep that energy. That's all I'm going to tell y'all. This ain't about fucking Keyshawn and Frank. It's about the losers that Derek brought into the camp, and now he done stretched his fucking self thin. That shit, when I tell you, made me angry to hear him say, I got to get on. No, we're mourning. You don't get on no fucking flight tomorrow. We mourning. Get these fucking losers out this goddamn camp. They stressing us out. We're losing. Get these losers out of here. They fucking suck. Friend, Derek, we were real champions. For real champions before you brought the losers into camp. And I love Ryan. Ryan can stay. Get AJ's ass out of there. AJ started this. AJ started it.
At least AJ was a champion. Ryan ain't never been a fucking champion.
A losing champion. Motherfuckers kept taking his shit and he had to go get it back.
But at least he went and got it back and he had it.
He lost it. And guess what he did? He lost it again. He is a loser. He needs to take his fucking ass back over there to the goddamn UK. I told y'all months ago, he was bad juju. Now all of a sudden, I'm not saying that. Y'all are, hey.
Rollo, shut your goddamn ass up. You just want a reason to argue. You shut your ass up.
I want to be seen, and we see you. We really do see you. And like, I'm not finna stop looking at the shit because it's pissing me off. But I said this months ago to y'all. AJ was bad hoodoo in that fucking camp, and y'all talk so bad about me. Hey, yeah, Wilder did lose and did not get it back, and he's still trying to get it back. But that's neither here nor there. Derek got these fucking losers in the camp, and the two main fighters that he need to focus on the most, the real money, they losing. Errol lost last night. Derek couldn't get through the Errol for shit last night, friend.
Okay, so yeah, help me, you and the chat, because I couldn't hear. Did they show the ring, the corner in between? What was Derek saying? Because I saw some people saying that EJ was not listening to Derek. What was he telling him to do?
He was telling him what he needed to do to beat this nigga. He wasn't doing shit. He couldn't peach the bitch. He couldn't do shit last night. He couldn't move. Then Bud fucked. He fucked around and cut that ring off on him, friend. I was in there pacing around that motherfucking room like my sister was about to give birth. My nerves are still fucking. He told him, don't just stand there. You gotta move. He gonna come with you. You know what you need to do. And Bomac, you know what? I normally hear Bomac ass all over the goddamn arena. You didn't hear Bomac say shit last night.
He didn't have to.
He didn't have to.
They came in with a game plan, And the reason why I'm saying this is because Terrence Crawford shared this. They came in, he said they worked on during camp, they worked on his power jab. That's what sent Spence to the canvas in the second round. A power counter jab is what sent him down. And friend, when I saw that, I'm just be honest with y'all. When I saw that, because like I said, Buzz keys to victory for me was he needed to hurt Errol early. And that power jab, that counter power jab in the second round did exactly that. I was thinking initially it was like a flash knockdown. And so I wasn't real worried, but that hurt him. That hurt him. And he couldn't he didn't recover from that. His legs were gone. I don't know if he came in with legs at all. Is what I'm trying to, that's what I'm wrestling with today.
And you know what? It's hard to like, because I don't want it to make it seem like we're making excuses. But
right.
I'm just giving y'all my honest assessment. I know my fucking fighter, bruh. I know my fighter.
Exactly.
And he just, I don't know. He ain't make no excuses. Me either. He got his ass pow drove for 9 rounds.
Yeah. Yeah.
There is no excuse in that, but someone right with my fighter, he got beat, man.
Yeah.
He got beat. And I can't deny that. Go ahead, friend.
He got beat, and that's what I'm saying. No, it's not excuses, Rolo. You just in here being facetious and being an asshole at this point. Yeah, you being an asshole at this point. And I get it. Go off. Mm-hmm. But just know today is the day. That's it, motherfucker. You got 24 hours. That's it, and that's all. Next week, Friday, your shit might be great. Don't play.
It's definitely gonna be great.
What I'm saying is he didn't have his normal arsenal, because I've seen Spence get hit flush with some good, powerful shit, and he takes it on the chin and keeps coming. A stiff, strong, powerful jab should not have been able to sit him on his pockets. I don't give a fuck what you say. It should not have. And it did. So from that point, I thought initially, okay, flash knockdown, wake up call. If he make it through, because this was my thing. I do listen to y'all. Y'all do say Crawford is the best finisher in the world. So in my mind, I was thinking, if he can get up from this and make it out this round, he ain't as hurt as maybe, you know, he might be. Maybe he can make it out this round, dust the cobwebs off. You know, he got caught, and now we finna see a fight. This is about to make him focus and crank up and turn up, and we finna see a fight. But wasn't no cranking up, turning up. Wasn't none of that. Every time he thought he was about to crank up and turn up, Crawford said, hold my beer. Hold my motherfucking beer. Because what you talking about ain't shit to me. Dare I say he looked pillow-fisted? Dare I say there was no power in those punches? Dare I say he was trying his best to work on the inside, and every time he stepped up in there, he was getting countered and sniped down? Dare I say it changed his plan because he wasn't as aggressive as he normally is, because he couldn't move like he normally moves? Wasn't no getting out of the way of them shots. He had surgical precision on them counters yesterday. What Rolo calls him, the back foot sensei. Hey, you called it. Can't lie. He did it. He did it. He was on his best behavior, his best boxing behavior. Bud was on his best boxing behavior last night. His BESS. It looked like he didn't belong in the ring. And that's the hardest pill that I'm having to swallow, because of all the Buzz fights at 147. He meets the 3-time unified champ, who is supposed to give him his best competition, and Bud made it look like taking candy from a baby. That's what he made it look like. And as much as I credit Bud, I can't deny that my guy didn't look like the best version of himself. I can't sit here honestly and say that to y'all. Nah, that was the best Earl I done seen. Bud just was that much better. No. Bud was leaps and bounds better. But that wasn't the best version of my guy. And so for that reason, I'm not cringing at the potential rematch. Now, the rematch may still have the same outcome. It might end earlier. I don't know. But if he's the best version of himself, then so be it. So be it. I'm going to read these super chats because I know you got some shit on your chest, friend. I'm going to read these super chats and we're going to get back to it. Let's see. Oh, Vontae, Bassiana, I'll comfort you, and you pretty as hell. Okay, Vontae.
Thank you.
And Firewall came back. He says, imagine Derrick James going to England tomorrow already, leaving EJ in his lowest moment. DJ didn't prepare Spence for Crawford, period. Didn't feel like it, didn't look like it. What's up, Abil? Mahari Sports Podcast, Baxiana. Everybody in the club getting tipsy. Yeah.
It didn't pass the tip part.
Yeah.
We all the way in here.
Yeah. Drink More Water says EJ should have come out to Baby Shark. But the Jaws thing. Fuck you, Drink. Ha. Thank you for the $5 super chat. You got jokes today. I'm going to let you go ahead and pop your shit. Taylor Smith came back. He says, I heard someone say before the fight that Errol could have possibly been overtrained given the last time since his last fight. We talked about that today too.
No, it wasn't no fucking overtrain. It wasn't no overtrain. Bud was just fucking good. He didn't go in there and do what he was supposed to do last night, and that's all that's it. He did not do what he was supposed to do. He didn't do it. That wasn't my fighter last night. They cloned Tyrone. That's what the fuck. They cloned Tyrone. I don't give a damn. I don't know who the fuck that was. They brought in that bitch last night, but it wasn't the damn same Errol Spence that I sat in front of last year.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. Shawala 77, she said, so much love, ladies, but this shit is still too raw. Be blessed, queens. Listen, Shawala, it is so raw, and what you ain't understanding that it's taking everything I got in me, and I think I speak for my friend as well, for us to get up here and do this show and get through it without getting sentimental and really just turning the comments off, because it's a lot. It really is a lot.
It really is a lot, but like, we came in here, we ate the shit, we were honest with y'all, we didn't lie to y'all about how we felt. We gave Bud his credit. Because they wouldn't have gave Errol his credit for beating Bud. It would have been something. He a weight bully. It would have been something if the competition would have came out differently. It didn't. Here we are. Like, 24 hours is what my friend said. Y'all, the clone shit was just a joke. Please don't take that serious, because I know
they are everywhere. They hanging on your every word.
I mean, y'all hanging on every single word. They cloned Tyrone as a motherfucking movie with y'all goofy asses. Please calm down. Bud won, you guys.
They're not gonna do it. They're not gonna do it. Dante Turner, thank you for the $5. He says Spence looked like someone that has boiled down to welterweight and can't make the weight. He was slow and sluggish with no power. Never wanted this at 147. That's exactly what he looked like. He looked like his feet were in concrete. And yes, he was reaching. He was slow. The punches were telegraphed, and they had no stank on them.
And he kept trying to fucking clinch Bud. Listen. This motherfucker don't want you on him. And he is literally getting you off of him. Now, I know Errol is a bully, friend. I've watched him bully a nigga. Like, I feel like I watched my homeboy get beat up at the playground. You know how when everybody used to fight and they put you fight in a circle and everybody out there? That's how I feel. I feel betrayed. I feel betrayed.
Jesse Green, thank you for the $5. He said, I'm 62 and I could have done a better job than this. Something smells funny. Jesse, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that, Jesse. But my fighter didn't look like himself. He didn't look like, I will say he didn't look like the best version of himself because he has gotten away with the reaching. I noticed the reaching. He's gotten away with the reaching. But even with that, the punch resistance is what concerned me more than anything. Lawrence RB says, ladies, thoughts on Blu-ray. Here we go. Because we were on Derrick James just a wee bit. And I posed the question last week. I wasn't a fan of them going to Vegas so soon, but I recognized that Derrick James had to do that because his other fighter was fighting the week prior, right? So Spence's camp went to Vegas along with Derrick James and Frank Martin's camp. At this tenure in his career, I would think that, come 2 weeks before fight, Spence would know, he would already know the procedures and what the process is, what his process is to get to fight night. And I don't necessarily agree with them going to Las Vegas to complete his training. I wasn't a fan of that. I'm not going to lie about it. I wasn't a fan of that. But also, when in Vegas, I don't want to say it felt like a little Hollywoodish because all of this is, hindsight. We Sunday morning quarterbacking. But all the footage of the photos being taken, again, no, we're not blaming Ryan Garcia or AJ. But when you have those kind of people around, it makes the atmosphere a little less about just you and your training and focusing on what the task at hand is for you. I saw the pictures of all of them in the gym together and all of that old shit. And I kind of felt the way about it. I wasn't going to say nothing because that's my guy. I'm riding with my guy. Fuck y'all. I'm not finna bring all of that to the forefront because had he won today, I wouldn't have said nothing about it. But he didn't. So goddamn it, I'm talking about it today. All right. Coach Amber, I don't know if she's in here, but she made a great point to me. Why was you getting tattoos during training camp? Where's your focus? Did you lose focus? Errol, for this fight? It felt like he thought he was just going to go in there and bulldoze Bud like he do everybody else. Did you prepare properly? I know the weight cut kills you. And so I'm not going to, but we just got to tell the truth. I miss Blu-ray. I miss Blue. When he had Blue, he was so strong. I know that was when he was younger. I know. I feel like this is his Clubber Lang Rocky moment. You got to go back to the basics. You got to go back to what got you here. Call Blue, please. Blue used to have this man strong. Keep your nutritionist, your meal prepologist. Keep the chef. But the strength and the conditioning was gone. He was throwing punches, dare I say, looking pillow fisted. They had no stank on them. None. I know he's too big for 47. He should have been gone. That's not the excuse. I'm not giving any excuse because like Rolo says religiously, he signed the contract. He wanted this. He wanted undisputed at 147. He wanted to be the first man to be undisputed at 147. That was his dream. It just didn't work out according to his plan. Devin Haney, I'm talking specifically to you, baby. Fuck them people at 135 pounds. I know you want to fight Tank. I know you want to fight Shakur. I know you want to shut their motherfucking mouths up. But fuck that. You carry yourself right on up to 140 and you do whatever damage you gonna do up there. Because Spence being at 147 this long, knowing damn well he shouldn't have been, only because he had a singular focus on being undisputed, it's half the reason why he lost last night. You can only go to that well so many times before nature says, I. It was a decision that he made, and it wasn't in his best interest. It wasn't. It just wasn't. I'm sorry, y'all. It wasn't. Y'all can look at him and tell it, because you be laughing, talking about he looked like Skeletor. He looked drained. He looked brittle. You said it. I heard you. So when he lose, you got to acknowledge that shit kind of probably played a little part in it. You got to. Sorry. Derrick James. I don't know if you spread a little too thin. I don't know. I can't speculate that. But I don't know if the proper attention was given to this specific opponent. Okay? You have to cater your plan to the specific opponent. And during the open workouts, we were like, okay, he switches stances. Okay. I ain't questioning you. I'm not. What I'm finna do is give Bo Magnum all the praise, because you could tell they had studied Errol Spence Jr. from top to bottom and from left to right. They knew what to expect. The crazy part is they didn't have to use no plan B, C, or D. They didn't even have to go there. He was giving no resistance from the onslaught. Bud said himself, there was basically no power there. Why? Why was there no power there? That man was zapped. He was zapped. If y'all want to call that making excuses, then great. Y'all want a reason to keep beating the dead horse, keep on beating that hoe. Keep on. I'm just looking at what I saw. Looking at what I saw. Me and my friend talked about, him potentially, why he had all that hair on his head, all of that shit. Had he cut his shit into a shag and got beat up like he did, I think I would have been 11 times more devastated than I am today. I don't even know if that's possible. Friend, what say you about the preparation for this fight?
Y'all ain't gonna like what I'm finna say. Ain't nobody finna like what I got to say. But it's Sunday, and we gonna be honest. Blue not gonna help Earl, friend. Blue ain't gonna help him. I don't know what the fuck he came in there on. I'm just gonna be frank about the shit. Now I didn't got upset. I don't know what he was in there on, but you don't come into the biggest fight of your life like that. You don't be back there sitting down, laying around, chilling and shit, being quiet, trying to conserve energy and shit. You need to be up on the fucking pass, working you a fucking sweat, getting you into the groove and the move. Blue ain't gonna help him. I don't know what the fuck his issue was. I don't know what his deal was. You want to talk about you got a nutritionalist, they feeding you good, all of this fucking food and all that shit. All right. I know you got some strength and conditioning people, because those people that fix your food are strength and conditioning people as well. So I know you had that as well. Blue ain't gonna help him. Not this Monday. Next Monday, you better have your ass in that motherfucking heat if you finna get back in the ring with him in December. I'm not against the rematch. I'm not going to be against it. Errol was too motherfucking comfortable. Like, I know you used to the big stage. This is what you do. This is what you are used to. You got your ass smoked out in front of your people. You know how I feel about that, friend. Like when you start fighting in front of your folks, you don't lose. I ain't no fucking loser. So you're not finna beat me up in front of my people. My mama was like, he should have came back with a goddamn gun. I don't know if I can finish this. I can't watch this shit. Blue ain't gonna help him. What he needs is he needs to restructure everything. He literally needs to start from. You remember when Creed got beat up real bad and he didn't want to go in the gym and he had to go and start all over? That's what Errol needs to do. Errol needs to start all the way over. Like, you need to be hungry again. You need to be the nigga that was fighting in the boom room. Ain't that what they called that bitch in Dallas?
Bomb factory.
The bomb factory. What we need the bomb factory Errol back. And if you can't find it in yourself to bring the bomb factory Errol back, I would rather you stop than for you to get hurt. Cause I was scared. Like that feeling that I had last night, I don't never want to feel that shit again watching another fucking fight. He looked absolute piss fucking poor last night. Like all he did was get in the gym and do yoga. I seen all the yoga y'all was fucking doing. The yoga ain't help. Y'all needed to be in there doing that fucking thing. Remember the net? Y'all need to be in there on some. Take him to the desert and drop him off and work him out. We don't know what it's gonna look like at 154 pounds. If he get in there and he start fighting how he did this fight, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I'd rather them throw in the towel in round 3. If he look how he look in that rematch by round 3, throw in the motherfucking towel. Because at this point, we done. Y'all don't listen. I never motherfucking said that they drugged him. You don't be weird in my instance when I'm speaking, because I'll be reading the comments and I'll get on your ass in mid-sentence and go back to what I was saying. They need to take him to the desert, drop his ass off, and make him walk back to motherfucking Texas and train himself along the way. Give him water, give him food. He needs to get hungry. He needs to starve and then get his ass back in the ring. If he can't come in there on that starving shit, it's a wrap. But too cold for you to come in there half-assing a little bit. Come in there, oh, I know I can beat this nigga. So I'm going to do what I do best. Bully him. No. You didn't even pinch that bitch last night. You couldn't windmill enough. I'm disappointed because I expected fucking more. Now I know what you can give, but don't get comfortable with your money. Don't get comfortable in being in the light, in the glam, in the glitz. You can't get comfortable there. Going in there comfortable against a Terrence Crawford, got your ass done like you did last night. Go back to the desert. Work out in that tire with that man that just got out of jail, who been in there punching on them other boys. Like, be for real. We gotta be for real about this shit. If you gonna go back in there with Bud, not this Monday. Next Monday, you need to have your ass in a hungry nigga gym. You need to be in there with them dudes that ain't had no meals in a couple of months and they just looking for an opportunity to get in your spot. You need to be there. If you can't go there and if you can't find that hungry place, that's a wrap. Y'all keep saying the rematch this, and this is bad. Like, y'all don't know. We might end up with a trilogy. If Errol go in there and beat Bud at 154, then what? Then what we do? Y'all gonna want to see that shit again. Like, I get it. Y'all gloat. Go ahead. Get it up. Get it in. Whatever makes y'all feel good. What this is about Errol. This ain't even about y'all at this point. Errol got to find the hungry man within himself. It's a lot of fighters that get to this position. They get comfortable. They know who they are. They know how they feel in this type of light. And it feel good. They get comfortable. He got to lose that comfort. The same thing they were saying about Chris Colbert. When Chris Colbert was hungry, he was a better fighter. Chris Colbert got comfortable. He started looking like shit. Errol got to get hungry again. And if he don't get hungry again, oh well. That's just what it is.
Yeah, and I see y'all in these comments talking about rematch, and did you want a rematch for Gotti and Floyd? And well, shit, Gotti didn't want the rematch. That's the difference. I got
and y'all be asking me questions of, listen, let me tell y'all, don't ask me no shit about no Gotti and Floyd. Don't ask me nothing about no boxing before the year 2005. If you talking to me about some boxing before 2005, I was living my best hot girl shit, not watching no fucking boxing. Don't ask me no questions about how I felt about Floyd wrapping his hands. I don't know about none of that shit. Because I wasn't watching boxing like this. So what I'm telling y'all is, I know I can tell you from now. I know my fighter ain't used to looking like this. He did not look good. If he go back and get himself together, I want to see him in the gym in 2 Mondays. That's it.
That's it.
In 2 Mondays.
In 2 Mondays. As far as the rematch goes, again, like my friend said, he wants it. He feels like somebody said in the chat, if he wants it, I want it for him. Who am I to say don't get your get back if you feel like you can? He's a boxer. He's trained. His mind, his brain is trained to do that. If you are a great boxer and you get beat, your mind, I ain't no boxer. But if a bitch whoop my ass, she don't have to keep whooping it till I get tired of her whooping. That's just what that is. Okay. My daddy said the same thing your mama said. He sent me a message while I was still sitting in the arena. He says, Errol should have asked somebody in a crowd for a pistol and shot that nigga for breaking his ass like that. Everything that Errol said he was gonna do to Bud flipped it and did to Errol. It was a one-sided ass beating, and he broke him. He didn't break his will, but his body said no. He was getting hit with body shots that he didn't see coming. He was getting hit with shots in the face that he didn't see coming. He was getting hit with shots in the face that he saw coming and couldn't do nothing with. It was a bad look all the way around. It was a bad look all the way around. But I still say, if my fighter wants that rematch, and make no mistake, he was very adamant about wanting it at 154. So if that's what he wants for himself, that's what I want for him. How I felt about Derrick James allowing the fight to keep going, I'll talk about in just 1 second. I'm going to finish reading these super chats. Firewall says Spence looked weak and sleepy just before the fight. Did someone poison his drink? I'm not going there, Firewall. I'm not going there at all. I'm not going there. I'm not saying that at all. That's not what we over here saying. Y'all can think what you want to think. That is not what I'm putting into the atmosphere. My guy said he just was the better man. And that's what I'm going with. But Nia Wright says, scary thought. Has Bud taken the damage of the average 36-year-old fighter? He may have a lot more left in the tanks. Very scary. I think he does. He came in walking a chain that said prime. I'm in my prime. So that's not a reach. Not me says Errol did not belong in there with Bud. That's what it looked like. It looked like he was levels below the competition last night. It looked like he did not belong in the ring with him last night. That is the most hurtful part for me. That's the most hurtful part for me. Had he been on his best boxing behavior, Errol Spence Jr., had we got a Lamont Peterson Spence and he just got beat up, then that would be different. But he did not look, he looked like what he said people said he was going to be, a shell of himself last night. That's what he looked like. And I think that is what has my feelings so hurt. Ron Clark says, hey, Ron Clark, he says it's levels. EJ is good, but Bud is special. I agree. Bud is a better fighter, period. Bomac outplaying DJ. EJ didn't even have a plan B. Bud took away his jab and exposed him. He did. He absolutely did. He got beat up in the ring, and I still can't say Derrick James got out coached because I wasn't privy to what instructions he was giving Spence. I'm under the impression that Spence was not listening to the instructions that he was being given. So I can't speak to that fact, but I do feel a way about him having so many high profile fighters all at the same time, all with fights around the same time. I just don't know how much attention you're able to give each fighter. This is the second fight in a month that two of his fighters didn't look as sharp as they've looked previously. So I'm very curious to see what AJ is going to look like in August. Dante Turner says, time to ask the same after the accident. Also, there used to be allegations swirling around that about Spence that I've never entertained, but now I don't know what allegations you're talking about. I'm not sure which ones you're talking about. It's some things that have come out that aren't allegations. If you're talking about the drinking, then yeah, that wasn't an allegation. That's a known fact. He's spoken about that very candidly. So I'm not sure what you're talking about. You might want to come back and clarify. I don't know. Stanley E says his biggest advantage, his motor, never came into play. Never. Because he didn't have one from the beginning. It seemed like he came in on a quarter of a tank. He wasn't full. He wasn't full. D says, so was DJ exposed as a coach? I don't know, D. I got to go back and look. Friend, do you think Derrick James was exposed as a coach? Please fix your face.
I really am disgusted at the shit that I'm seeing today. Like, for real. I can't even fucking fathom. No, I don't think he was exposed. I think he stretched the fuck thin. I think he got too many fucking losers in his camp, and it's hard to manage a bunch of fucking losers.
Well,
I see. I know y'all trying to say that Arrow Juice and he didn't look good because he wasn't.
Is that what they're trying to say?
That's what they're trying to say.
Y'all don't do that.
Y'all, you know what? Y'all are really being man fans in Larry's voice. Larry called people man fans, and I feel like y'all are being man fans. Like, Drink is the biggest Bud fan in here, and if people can't act like Drink, y'all want somebody to kiss y'all ass. And I'm telling you, you about 4 comments from being up out of here on a permanent fucking basis. Like, I'm just not gonna deal with it. If the biggest Bud fan in here can come in here and talk some shit and act like he got some sense and still have some good fucking dialogue, if you can't do that, you finna get the fuck out of here. And I really mean that. Make this your last show. Cause we let you come here and you talking shit, but the way you got dick in the back of your fucking scalp tonight is really flooring me. And I can't take it. So I'm letting you know, if you can't come in here and you can't act like Drink, and then you gonna keep letting that dick hit you in the back of your fucking scalp, you finna get the fuck out of here today. Be like Drink. If you can't be like Drink, get the fuck out. Period.
Well,
but let's stop letting that dick hit you in the back of the fucking throat. I'm not gonna do it for the rest of the time we here. And you ain't gonna make the replay. Yes, the fuck you are. You've been down in dick since 12 p.m. Like, we let you talk your shit. You said what you wanted to say. Now you in here with your mouth wide open and Bud got his hand in the back of your fucking head, ramming that bitch in the back of your throat. Like, we get it. Your guy won, dude. Like, it's just the excessive back to back to back to back to back. The whole motherfucking thread is you. All the blue I see is you. You got the dick and the balls. They all in at the same fucking time. I'm tired.
Boxing fan times 4. Horn was a bully. Benavidez has size. Khan has speed. Mean Machine had power and Olympic pedigree. Brooke and Porter were common opponents. Bud's 147 run was strategically planned for him to be ready for all aspects of EJ's game. And I 100% concur. I said it. I'm giving it up. The man has been playing masterful chess this entire time. Masterful.
No, if Spence won, we would have came in here and said, we told y'all. Like, I don't understand. I know what y'all want. And it's not going to happen here. We gave Bud his credit. Bud looked phenomenal last night. Congratulations to Team Spence. To Team Crawford. We are not going to kiss y'all ass. We're not going to grovel for Bud. We're not doing none of that. Bud got his fucking credit. That's it. We're not kissing your ass. If you want to come in here and put the meat in the back of your throat, I can tell you the same thing too. Because it looks like y'all just want the head game, and that's cool. You ain't gonna get it here. Y'all two-headed twisting at this point. We're not adding all that extra in today. Bud did phenomenal. That's all you getting over here. Bud got his credit. Like, congratulations to the team. But all of this, y'all want it, and I don't know. Arrow got beat. Y'all want us to say, Arrow, what else do y'all want? But y'all in here, y'all, no knee pads, greasy hands, mouth wide open with the guy. Y'all even making the sounds. Y'all aren't even making the motherfucking noises. We get it. Please, go gargle your man in peace. We gave him credit. What more do you want from me? What more do you want? I'm not doing it with y'all. No, you're not getting that from me. Not tonight. I'm sorry. Do that shit on your own motherfucking time. You're not getting that here.
This is what they want. This is what they want you to say. This is what they want you to say in that way.
Bud is a beast. Bud is a beast. But that's all you getting from me. The way y'all in here with this, I'm not doing that with y'all. Not on national motherfucking television. Not now, not never. Y'all are Glockianas, Glizzianas, throat meisters. We get it. My guy got beat. With the Colorado, and we were with Bud, and Bud is a beast. Y'all get on my motherfucking nerves. Y'all got it. We did it. The line has been drawn. We not doing this shit no more. Y'all done ruined it. Y'all have ruined it. We tried to come in here and be motherfucking civil, but you goddamn Glockianas with the meat jaws in your jaws. I'm tired of y'all. We ain't doing it no more. See, that's why we couldn't even come in here and give y'all guy his motherfucking credit. Because y'all in here like this. My friend is holding y'all fucking hands. Fuck that shit, man. I'm fucking tired of that shit. No, bro. We gave y'all credit. Y'all want to add in all the fucking sounds and the noises and the hand moving. No, I'm not adding all that in there, man. No. I'm not doing that shit. No, man. Fuck that. I'm not doing that, friend. I done got pissed off, man. No. Get me out of here, man. Get me out of
here. Not me, said Queen Boxiana is pissed. I've never seen her like this. AJ can lose to White. Charlo will get KO'd by Alvarez. DJ has his hands full. Man, listen, y'all better. Whew. Oh my God. Box Fan Times 4 came back and said the chat is looking like VIP only fans. Yeah, ain't they?
Damn, man. Whew. I'm just saying. Like, man, y'all, we gave him credit for 2 fucking hours, and y'all, we've been on for 2 hours and 14 minutes. Y'all would not stop. Okay, that's a wrap. Y'all ain't no more. Now y'all in here with the Glockianisms. Now y'all want to be headologists. Well, guess what? Go off. You're on your own. Okay? You ain't getting no scalp doctor out of me. I'm sorry. You fucked all that shit. I'm not doing it. No. No.
Okay. Let me get through these super chats. Jesus. Ron Clark says, y'all gonna be mad at me, but I'm from Oak Cliff and I'm a Bud fan. They showed DJ corner work. DJ asked EJ to make adjustments, but EJ was unresponsive. He was asking him to do things they didn't work on. Oh, Ron Clark. Might be on to something. Might be on this. Uh-oh. Devin Bell says this super chat is for Bunksiana's OnlyFans. Man, listen.
I'm going, you know what? And I'm gonna recruit all you fucking Bud Glizianas, and y'all gonna be on the goddamn OnlyFans with y'all goddamn hands, knees, and mouth. Cause that's all I got from y'all today. Ain't no thank y'all for being real. Y'all came in here and told the truth. Y'all wanted more. I'm not kissing nobody's ass. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. That's why Showtime won't hire me. Because I'm going to be there and say some shit like this. Because I'm going to say all the shit that Tim Bradley won't fucking say.
Speaking of Tim Bradley,
nope, yeah, we saw him. He was on his motherfucking feet too. Yeah, we seen him. Yeah, we seen him. I was like, oh, look at this motherfucker. He can't even keep his goddamn mouth closed. He's drooling at the mouth and shit.
Girl, he was almost about to shed tears. Yeah, he is. Oh, y'all gonna learn to listen to me. Girl, he was so invested. And hey. But yes, he was on his best gawking.
They all were, and I was very much surprised. What is going on around here? Everybody stopped what they were doing. They were like, yes, the time has come. It is the Bud meat hour. Let's get the fucking work. And they did it, friend. They did it with a straight fucking face. With smiles. They were all happy to do it.
Oh my God.
Knees just fucking ashy. I never want to see anything like it before. Never again. Congratulations. Congratulations. Y'all got one, and he did it in supreme dominating fashion. You ain't getting no more than that. And I told y'all to quit hiding people and quit timing people out. Today, everybody got a motherfucking opinion.
Yeah, not that old ignorant motherfucker who came in here. Get him the fuck out of here.
Gertz is here every week.
Gertz is here, but that ASAP Law, him, cut his throat. Yeah, keep his throat cut. Yeah, I ain't tripping on Gertz. I ain't tripping on Gertz at all. Derek Lincoln says, thank you, Boxiana, for making me feel better after that loss. I know, she helped me. I needed that laugh. I did. And ain't nobody trying to redirect. You got one. And he looked freaking great and phenomenal doing it. There's nothing more we can say about him. Like, I don't know. I do know. We ain't finna lick no ass, though. That's not gonna happen. We don't lick nobody's ass, okay? We tell the truth, especially on Sundays. We give credit where and when credit is due. It's the day after the fight. Bud Crawford is the undisputed welterweight champion and king of boxing. Bud Crawford is undeniably the number one pound for pound fighter in the world. In the world. After Inouye said, hold my beer on Tuesday, Bud said, I'm going to trump what you did, and I'm going to make it look much easier than you made it look. Undeniable number one pound for pound fighter in the world. Ain't even close. Ain't even close. What that man did last night, for me, was unimaginable. And it's who he did it to that makes it even more impressive. Y'all can talk all the shit y'all want to talk about Errol Spence Jr., but don't come out here lying to me and trying to lie to yourself like he wasn't a good, great ass boxer. He's still great. He just went up and met his motherfucking match. But you can't discredit nothing that he did on his way to becoming a 3-time unified champ. And if that's what you're trying to get me to do, then you can sit on a sick rhinoceros pizzle, because I'm not going to do that. That's my guy. I'm going to always ride for my guy. Win, lose, or draw. Y'all know how I do. I do the same thing every week for Devin Haney. I'm going to ride for my guy. He just got beat. He just got beat by the better man. Budrick Crawford, Terrence Bud Crawford is the guy. Not that guy, the guy. And I have to give it up to him. There's nothing else for me to say. I don't know if it's the way that we're saying it, but you're not gonna get it no straighter than that. So if you're not pleased, I suggest you please yourself, because that's all you're gonna get from here. That's it. That's it, and that's all. Friend, is there anything else that you'd like to address?
The Bud meet hour is over. I hope you enjoy the show. This will be the last time, okay? This will be the very last time. No, we needed to do this. This had to be done. It hurt. All 2 hours and 21 minutes of this was very much painful, but thank y'all for coming through. I know y'all wanted to come here to see what we had to say. I hope that y'all were pleased. We gave y'all guy his credit. We did talk shit, but that's what we were supposed to do to help build this fight. This fight was built to the T. The fans were involved. The people were involved. But the Bud Meat Hour is coming to an end. If you are new here, hit that like button, subscribe button, 200K. All the people, take a look where we are right now. Just right now, everybody stop what y'all doing and take a look. 200K by tomorrow, you guys. 200K. We are moving the needle. I hope that y'all enjoyed yourself. We love coming here to do this for you guys. Y'all really don't know, like, we moving the needle. We want to be the big thing in boxing. It's coming soon. 200 motherfucking K by tomorrow.
By tomorrow.
You hear me?
Okay. Y'all make sure y'all like. Y'all been coming y'all ass off. I would say like, comment, and subscribe, but y'all been coming y'all ass off in this chat today. And we really actually do appreciate the jargon, y'all. We do. It's always in good sportsmanship and good fun. And again, I will say, I really do believe, and I have to tip my hat to Crawford, because I think he knew it was possible for him to hurt him worse than what he did. Because he hurt him. He hurt him bad. But it could have been a lot worse. And so for that, I will give him his credit for that. You know, he shows some mercy and he shows some restraint. But the last thing I'm going to do is I'm really going to give credit to my guy for being so willing to give up all that he gave up in order to make this fight happen. And he didn't do that shit for nobody but the fans. He didn't have to do this. He wanted this fight for himself, but after all the years of building, starting with Black and the LDBC, building this fight, he wanted to give the fight fans what they wanted to see. And I don't care if you are an Errol fan or if you are a Crawford fan. There was some point in your boxing fandom life, you really, really wanted to see this fight because you really, really felt like these two were the best welterweights in the division. That man conceded to absolutely almost everything in order to make this fight happen. Y'all can say all day long, he didn't want it to happen. He didn't want it to happen. If he didn't want it to happen, it would not have happened. He didn't have to concede a fucking coin toss to see who walks out first. He didn't have to concede the percentages. He didn't have to. He could have done what traditional boxers do, and it just would have been a fight that we would have been having fantasy talks about. He didn't have to do it. He didn't. And so all of y'all who are stomped down Bud Crawford fans, I want y'all to recognize that. After you gloat and all of that shit, you gloating because the man did a lot of conceding. And even in doing conceding, some of it caused him the defeat. I'm gonna just be honest with you. That's how I feel. So y'all have at it, pump your chest out, beat your chest, yank on your dick, gawk on buds, do all of what you do. Talk your shit throughout the week. But let me tell you something. Come next Friday, don't y'all come in here with that bullshit, because I'm lenient today. You're going to have more than 48 hours to get your rocks off. When you come in here Friday, come in here like normal. We can have our normal exchanges, but we really can't even have our normal exchanges because we have the answer to the questions that we had before the fight. We have the answers. Bud is the best. He's the best. Until proven otherwise, Bud is the best. So we don't have to go through this again.
My friend told y'all, Friday, y'all got all the way up until Friday.
Yes.
You come and hear that shit on Friday. This was your last show. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it.
We'll be still growing without you.
Yeah, and no, Rick, I ain't gonna overdose on no crow. I done ate it, and I know how to say no more. You ain't gonna make me choke on it. I'm not. Okay.
Not in fact, want to get Black Rolo. I don't know what you're gonna get out of that, because you actually like watching this show. But
you do. I don't even know why you tripping like that. I'll engage.
Since you want it so bad. No. Since you want it so bad, I really hope you enjoyed this show. Because when we come in here Friday, you won't be here. Y'all have a good week.
Y'all have a great week. Hit the like button on your way out if you haven't already. We really love y'all. And more than like y'all, like low key, like high key, we love boxing over here. Win, lose, or draw. We fucking love boxing over here. We gonna always talk boxing. Now, granted, we throw in a little razzle dazzle, but it's still gonna be boxing related. And Friday, we'll get to talk about all the other stuff that happened. We'll get to talk about Bud talking his shit during his fight, ringside to Jamel. We're gonna talk about all of that. Okay, we'll revisit all of that on Friday.
And y'all asking for Wednesdays. Wednesday y'all know that's my friend's day. We need to encourage my good friend to get back into nightcapping with Nik, because she ain't did one in 3 months. That's just a reminder that it's been 3 months. So Wednesdays is typically Nik's day. So we might fall in here on a day with y'all, okay? We just don't know what day. But we will definitely see y'all on Friday.
We'll see y'all on Friday for sure. Y'all have a great rest of the week. You know, I'm going to put my shit together. My chin is going to be up. My last words, anybody who you know, may or may not be watching, I don't know, Errol Spence Jr. And let me just say something. I saw a lot of wishy-washy bullshit on my Facebook page from folks in Dallas. I don't like that. It's Triple D. I don't give a fuck if it's Dallas, Duncanville, or DeSoto. Don't be doing it. I ain't like that shit at all. Anybody that's in here looking on Facebook that's from Dallas, talking about he ain't from Dallas, he from DeSoto. I don't like that. Don't do that. Because y'all was all on his shit when he was winning and representing. Now your ass want to have a reason to fall back and disassociate yourself. I don't like that. Okay, if I'm a ride till the wheels fall off. And if the wheels fall off, I'm going to be trying to find the screws to put them bitches back on. That's just how I get down. So chin up, Errol Spence, heel up, get back in the gym, get back on your biggest bullshit, have a conversation. Blu-ray said come home. I happen to be in agreement with that. I don't think they fell out. It was no hanky panky. I don't think it was nothing crazy. So go up to 154 where your body is going to be more comfortable, and your career ain't over unless you want it to be done. But from the looks of what he said last night, even being battered, my man looked like he still wanted that smoke.
Yep.
So that's what we're going to do. We're going to regroup and recharge. That's what he said. This ain't the end of my story. So we're going to see what it do. He said at the end of the year, we shall see. Either way it go. Savannah Marshall, After Shadeja Green handle up next weekend, we coming for the motherfucking bells. Y'all be easy. Have a great week. Remember your tone and delivery, because I'm cussing folks out tomorrow. Peace.